Welcome back to Film Snob HQ. The road to Avengers Doomsday continues. We are over the halfway point through the phase 3 of the MCU now. The phase 3. I'm doing well this morning, clearly. And we are halfway through the fourth era, the final Fox years of Marvel as well. Next up is a film that is beloved by everyone except for me, apparently. This might be my hottest take out of all of the films we talk about. I know I had a lot of positive things to say about Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I think people will probably be more shocked about my feelings on this film, and I am talking about Thor Ragnarok, the third in the franchise, and what many consider a much-needed revitalization of the character and the franchise. The Thor films overall have been were warmly received, kind of like lukewarm received, I suppose. The first one most people liked, the second one people didn't like. I feel like the films got better. I like the first one, I like the second one more. This one here, I've got a lot of problems with, but let's start with the positives, because it is a really well-made film. Visually, it is stunning. It's some of the most visually interesting stuff we've seen, and that's something I can say again and again about Phase 3, from Guardians Volume 2 to Spider-Man Homecoming, to Thor Ragnarok. The visual style is amazing, incredible, gorgeous. The problem I have with this film, and the cast is wonderful as well. Chris Hemsworth, great. Mark Ruffalo, fantastic. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, really good. It leans too much into humor. People say that Love and Thunder was too much of the comedy. I think it starts here. And I would also say to Marvel fans, if you have an issue with the tone of the Marvel films post-Endgame, if you feel like they lean too much into the silly and the funny, it starts here. This is where it starts. Thor is not a franchise that I feel needs to be funny. I think some humor works, but Thor's a serious character. He's grounded in this wonderful Norse mythology, this kind of majestic, kind of almost biblical like otherworldliness. Like, it doesn't need to be funny. Thor is best, his comedy is best when he's used as a fish out of water. That's why he's good in the Avengers. You can have him be funny in the Avengers because everyone else on that page is human. They're mortal. They know Earth. Thor is from a different realm. He's not human. And that's where the comedy comes from. But when you have your lead character, who's supposed to be this godly hero, doing slapstick routines, for me personally, it just doesn't quite work. And it really comes at the cost of the plot of the film, the stakes of the film. This is meant to be this should be the darkest Thor movie. Like, Asgard is destroyed. Hela, the god of death or goddess of death, is here. Surtur, like the fire demon charged with the destruction of Asgard, is here. This should be a dark film. Odin dies in this film. And it feels like every serious, grounded moment in this film you never able to sit with, because within 3 seconds of something serious being said, there's a punchline. People say that Christian Bale was underutilized in Love and Thunder. I would argue Cate Blanchett is underutilized in this film. Hela's not a great villain. She looks cool, and she's got cool powers, but she doesn't really do anything. She just walks around making comments, puts on a hat every now and then, throws swords, but doesn't actually do anything. Like, she doesn't destroy Asgard. She doesn't kill Thor or Loki or cause them any real harm. Like, yeah, she knocks out Thor's eye, but it's fine. We get Hulk. Hulk's back, and he awakens after 2 years of being the Hulk. Bruce Banner finally comes back, and he has to make the gut-wrenching decision to turn to the Hulk once more, knowing he may lose himself forever. Really serious, grounded, cool moment where Bruce Banner accepts the fact he has to be the Hulk, and what happens? He falls onto a bridge for a punchline. Now, it's not a bad film. I'm just saying my personal thoughts on this film, and I think the comedy is far too heavy in this film. There's too much of it, especially the slapstick stuff. But even, there's a lot of improv on this film, and you can tell it's improv, and that's the other thing. Like, the opening line of this film, I don't know, I got problems with. But it's still a really well-made film. The performances are wonderful. It is really fun. All the Asgardian stuff looks cool, feels cool. All of the car stuff feels cool, looks cool. It just feels like two very different films stitched together. And for me personally, I loved it the first time I saw it, but I feel like with each rewatch, it feels less impactful. Even the final scene of the film, when they're heading out into space to head towards Earth, and they're going to be interrupted by Thanos, which we'll find in the post-credit sequence, it's punctuated with a joke as well. I just feel like it's very heavy-hand on the comedy. Ant-Man, totally fine with it being a comedy. That lends to it. That character is a bit silly. It works with comedy. And again, like Thor in a team environment definitely works, but as the lead, he's doing way too much comedy and not enough serious stuff. And for me, it just doesn't work. I still like it. It's still a good film. I mean, look, if this is the worst film that Marvel put out, and it isn't, but even if it was one of the worst ones, we're doing pretty well. We're still eating well. It's still a well-made film. The fight scenes are stunning. All the Sakaar, the atmosphere is wonderful. Just a little bit too much comedy for my liking, for this character. It'd be interesting to see how I feel about Love and Thunder, because when I watched Love and Thunder the first time, I really enjoyed it. I didn't realize people hated it until I saw the comments online, because I really dug Love and Thunder. So it'd be interesting to see if my opinions on Love and Thunder on a rewatch are similar to my feelings on Ragnarok on a rewatch. But anyway, there's my hot take. I'm sure people are going to lambaste me in the comments now for not loving it the way everyone else does. This is a top 5 movie for people. Top 5. I don't know where it is for me, but it's not top 5. But it's fun. I just wanted more stakes. Leading into Thanos, I wanted more serious stuff. But that's fine. Next up's Black Panther. Oh, returning characters, before I forget. We have new characters. Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie. She'll be in Doomsday or Secret Wars for sure. She's the god of the king of Asgard now, so she'll be back. Korg, the last time we saw him was in Love and Thunder, and he was just a face. I don't mind a little bit of Korg. A little goes a long way, I find. I don't need tons of him, but he might show up the way he did in Infinity War, or no, Endgame it was, sorry. He might show up for a little bit there. I think that's all the new character. Grandmaster, I don't think's coming back. I think Grandmaster's done, which is a shame because the Grandmaster's a cool character, but I don't know if we'll get any more of him. Hela, I would love to see back. Hela needs to come back. We didn't see her die. She just disappeared into a flame, but that's not dying to me, not on screen. So hopefully Hela comes back in one of the films because we need more of her. That's Ragnarok. Next up is Black Panther.